Just a few weeks ago, the Trackmania summer campaign released, with 25 new maps for the community to play and compete on. And on 3 of those maps, absolutely insane shortcuts have been found. These are not just regular shortcuts, these are works of art within the game. So without further ado, I'm gonna show them all to you today and how the players managed to do it. These are beautiful runs. The first map we're gonna talk about is Summer Map 10. And when you look at the leaderboard here, it's going to be hard to even see who does the shortcut and who does normal way, because the records are just so close. I'm going to start with the normal way record from Hobbit. Right now, Matt Lightning is the only player to have pulled off the shortcut, and it seems pretty hard to do since many have tried, but Hobbit here gets up to 4th gear, lands in 4th gear here, this is very important, carries it through the dirt, and carries a bunch of speed on the road turn, and then sets up on the dirt so that he can speed slide all the way down the plastic, up the wall ride, and that is the finish. Now Matt Lightning did a completely different path and got 800ths faster, so look at this, already in the start he goes different because he doesn't need the 4th gear, so he just goes full inside line. And then as he jumps up to the grass, he goes out to the right, sets up for a bug slide on the ledge, plastic bounce, thread the needle between the flagpole and the green arrow. What do you mean? He goes into the dirt, speed slides down the plastic just like Hobbit, and though he is slower here, it is just enough for him to remain ahead. Sorry, what? I mean, look at this jump. The first time I saw it, I was stunned, and now I've watched the replay many times, so maybe it has landed a bit more for me, but yeah, you have to bug slide to get the car upside down to bounce on the plastic, but that's not all, because if you look at this, I mean, the car is wider than this gap up here, so if you just try to land normal, it won't work. But the really clutch thing is that Matt Lightning air brakes late, and that has his car pitched up, which makes it small enough that it can slit through and land with the speed preserved. And it's hard to really imagine getting that much better. Maybe you can get a better start, but the run is already very good. And if you look at the ending here from Hobbit's point of view, you can see just how close it ends up being. If the finish was like 3 blocks further away, then Hobbit would win here. But absolutely insane stuff. To my knowledge, Matt the only one who's done this one so far. But hopefully others can get it too, because it's an insane find.
Wait, map 10? How is that a cut here? What? Bro, what? Bro, what?
The second shortcut that we're going to talk about is map 20, and this one actually has 2 shortcuts, believe it or not. So I'm going to show you the first one now, the shortcut from the piece. This one was found on the first day. It was a very obvious shortcut. No idea how Nadeo didn't see it, but players have gotten quite fast runs with it. So normal so far, the shortcut happens after the wood here, where what you do is that instead of going around this grass turn, like up around here and down again, like that, you can just set up wide and cut right across onto the wood, and that lets you continue with speed. So because it's a very drivable shortcut, because there's no plastic bounce or anything like that, this one has been really optimized. I mean, hard to get further than 45-0 probably with this, because there's just not that much more to gain. It looks like a normal map the way the top players play it. But Maniac already has a 44. And this is driven with a completely different route. This is a beautiful find, I believe, by Jacob. So take a look at this. We're going to compare to the piece. Here we go. You start out by taking the reactor. You skip checkpoint 1, go down to the grass checkpoint, and then reactor flight into bug slide through checkpoint 2. So you have the checkpoint that the piece did the shortcut at, but you don't have checkpoint 1. And the way to solve this is quite beautiful, because now on the wood, you go wide to get the speed to jump up to checkpoint 1, then you take the reactor for a second time, zoop, and you carry the speed through the original shortcut and the reactor booster, and from here, everything to the finish is the same. but you're still faster and ahead in time as well. Just gotta not fail the last part. So absolutely crazy find. They do say that whenever you place a reactor booster, your map becomes a reactor map, and you can kind of see it here. Just the fact that they're able to use the same reactor booster twice is evidence that you shouldn't really place reactor blocks on your map unless you're okay with the fate that awaits you. But yeah, very precise, like when you start looking at the details in slow-mo here. The flight as well is very precise to get through that gap, and then reacting in time to everything, and also knowing when the reactor is going to expire. Like he keeps reactor until the downhill. I can hardly speak, and that is hard to know, like when it's going to expire to adapt your drift. But Maniac did everything pretty solid. Though let me tell you, the tool assisted time here is a 43.2. I don't think we'll see that, but we might see someone get close to a 44 low, perhaps 43 high. There's still some time to gain in this one, but all in all, I think we can forgive Nadeo for not seeing this intricate reroute, but this right here, they absolutely should have seen. I mean, this is the 20th, 25th official campaign they make. They've made a bunch. They should know better by now than to leave obvious shortcuts. And you'd think, especially on the competitive maps, I don't know how this keeps happening, but it's happened every season so far since they added the competitive black tracks, where there are just the most obvious shortcuts. This one right here, shortcut by Twist and Enzo on the leaderboard. Quickly show you the normal way runs from Zinx, Zools, and Saucy, where what they do is they go through the bobsleigh quite smooth, and then if you turn on the ghosts, you will notice that Enzo and Twist are already far ahead. How, you might ask? Well, let me show you. Instead of going to the bobsleigh, they bounce on the booster turbine and bug slide through the checkpoint, barely touching the checkpoint gate there, to carry speed, get the quickest turnaround possible. And from this point on, everything is normal way, but they have like a 1.5 seconds lead. So now just gotta drive smooth. And Twist hunted for a 112. He had a couple of successful shortcut runs. Just doesn't seem like it's that hard to do the shortcut. And you know, this is something I've thought about too. It's a bit unrelated to what we're talking about today, but isn't it a shame that we don't get to see shortcuts on competitive maps? Like, yes, you know, competitive integrity and all that. Nadeo doesn't like when players do an unintended path. Even an unintended small trick typically is grounds for a map getting updated. But I wish, man, what if we just set it's a free-for-all, let everyone do what they want. If it's on the map, players get to use it, and the rounds could just be mayhem. Don't like the shortcut? Well, ban the map or something, I don't know. Just like, it adds so much strategy and volatility if like you could pull this off and gain a second. We kind of had it with China in the first Elite Cups that had the bug slide. That was really fascinating to watch, where it was a matter of will players go for it or not. But in this one, they're patching very simple stuff. They patched a wallbang on Japan, and I can show you another one on Poland that they patched out. It was a line that was clearly faster. We're making a video about the shortcuts. You could call this a shortcut, but after the works of art we'd seen, I'd be hard pressed to call this a shortcut. It happens right here. You might see the arrow. You're supposed to go up here, but you can just skip that and go under. Innocent, right? Well, that is that is grounds for this map getting an update. So in the Esports World Cup, that trick will not be allowed, which, you know, compared to a bug slot, I don't know, I'm yapping. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the shortcuts. Short video today, quick, straight to the point, no fluff. I will see you guys in the next one. Trying to upload every day for you, and maybe I'll start going for some of these shortcuts myself, try to get some good runs. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, everybody. See you soon. Bye bye.